Welcome back to Christian's Corner. So today's topic is Beyonce and Taylor Swift. So we all know that Beyonce and Taylor Swift are the biggest artists in the world now. Of this generation. Of this time, this generation. Because on this show, like, well, Michael Jackson, no. Now, at this time, they are one of the biggest living performers. Two of the biggest living performers in the world now. So, when it comes to those two, of course, you have the fan bases. The Swifties versus the Beehive versus the Swifties. And of course, everybody's going to be at odds because they feel like their fave is better than the other one. But that's simply not true. Taylor Swift is not better than Beyonce, and Beyonce is not better than Taylor Swift. Both of them are great in their own unique way. Both of them are very unique. They both of them have very unique styles of music. Both of them have very unique styles of dancing, or sometimes whatever Taylor tried to do it down on stage. Then she could hit a little rhythm. She could hit a little two-step. But my thing is, when it comes to the fans, they will sit up here, mainly the Swifties, they will sit up here and bash B for whatever reason, knowing that Beyonce and Taylor Swift are good friends. Mind you now, Beyonce didn't have to go to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour movie premiere. She didn't have to do that. But because Taylor's her friend and she loves Taylor, she went. Taylor didn't have to go to Beyonce's Renaissance movie premiere, but because she loves Beyonce and that's her friend, she went. And a lot of the Swifties that like, oh my, well Beyonce didn't really. If it wasn't for Beyonce bringing Taylor Swift back out after Kim Kardashian's ex-husband Kanye sat there and basically interrupted her speech. If it wasn't for that, to be honest, a lot of us really wouldn't know Taylor Swift. If we were for real, Beyonce brought that girl out because Beyonce is a girl's girl. But you have the Swifties. One thing about the Swifties, and I'm gonna say it, and y'all may get mad. I don't really care, but some of you Swifties. Some of y'all like to talk about the barbs. Y'all love to talk about, the barbs this, the barbs that. But you just as bad as the barbs. Some barbs, they know their limit. Some of them do, some don't. But then we're not talking about the barbs now. We're not talking about the barbs. No, we're talking about you Swifties. You will sit up here and say the most racist and derogatory term about Beyonce and Blue Ivy. And let me go ahead and say, y'all be like, well, y'all, no, we don't. Yes, you do, because I have the screenshots to prove it. If y'all want to see the screenshots, go ahead and follow my TikTok. Go ahead and follow my TikTok at I am Christian J0. Because I will be posting it soon as this episode premieres. Oh, I forgot to even say, today is Beyonce's birthday. She is 43 years old. The one and only Nala, Sasha Fierce, Creole lady, horse lady, the cowboy lady, Blue Ivy's mama, Blue Ivy's client, the twins' mother, that sacred lady, that Sir Davis woman, that Renaissance lady, that Cowboy Carter lady. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Yes, it's her birthday today. All right, now let's get back into what I need to talk about. Because on Twitter, there was, I guess, like a plush pillow. Y'all remember those little plush pillows that you said like what it was? It was like, the ladybug, and it had a little Velcro thing where you pull it together and you tie it up together and it works. Okay. If you don't remember, look it up. But it was like one of those plush pillows, and it was like a monkey. Somebody had like a little monkey plush pillow. And one of the Swifties got on Twitter talking about, oh, hey, Beyonce. Then somebody comes like, oh, no, that's Blue Ivy. I'm like, really? Seriously, why you choosing to call them monkeys? And then another Swiftie was like, oh, well, B nigger. Yes. Yes. The N word with the hard R. She ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. It was basically a bunch of racist things. And then one Swifties was like, oh, Taylor did a lot for the black community. She did a lot for the black community and for the black community to sit up here and just talk her out, dog her out, talk about her. And please tell me what Taylor did for the black community. I just want to know, because evidently I missed something. If Taylor Swift did a lot for the black community, show me, tell me, let me know if she did all of that you're suggesting she did so much for the black community. Let me know. I changed my opinion about her. Until then, my opinion stands. But anyway, like, that was the most racist, derogatory term they could ever say. And the fact that Beyonce and Taylor Swift are friends and you would say something like that, seriously, there's no way. And then you would sit up here and bring Taylor Swift's name up into a conversation that doesn't have anything to do with her. If we are talking about Michael Jackson, or we're talking about Whitney Houston, or we're talking about Beyonce, if we're talking about one of those three, her name should not be brought up in there. Because you people on TikTok, y'all talking about, oh, Taylor Swift is better than Michael Jackson. That's a lie. Taylor Swift is better than Whitney Houston. That's a lie right there. Oh, Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce. Okay, now we done gone too far now. You went forward with Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, but then now you done went forward with Beyonce. Say she better than Beyonce. Taylor good now, but she ain't better than Beyonce. She ain't better than Beyonce. Now to you, she might be, but to everyone else, she ain't that better. She ain't better than Beyonce. Now, her and Beyonce aren't in the same league as coming out to performance-wise, vocals, dancing, everything else. But they are great performers. I wouldn't say performers, like Taylor can't put on a show now. She could put on a show. B got her beat by a mile, but Taylor can't put on a show. So I'll have to give performance to Beyonce. But Taylor, you right behind her now, because you can put on a performance. Right? I'm giving her props. Taylor can put on a performance. But it's when you have the Swifties. They were like, oh, well, Beyonce, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. When it came time for the Renaissance movie to premiere, everyone was like, well, Taylor, she put out her movie first. Now Beyonce want to follow her. Really, hold up now. Beyonce been putting out concert movies ever since. What's the thing? Ever since she was sporting that reddish, brownish, curly hair. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it's I Am. Yeah, it might be I Am. Or something at this point. I don't know. I don't forgot. But she been doing that for a while now. Let's not act like, oh, Taylor just started a whole trend where she released a concert movie. Because Beyonce did that. She did it now. Homecoming. That's that's a thing right there. That's one of the best documentaries ever. I ain't lying. That's one of the best documentaries. Now, when it comes to the fans, Beehive and Swifties, what's the point of arguing? Now, you do have some Beehive and some Swifties that actually get along because they like both artists. They might be just, oh, well, I like B more, but I listen to Taylor too. Or they be like, I love Taylor but I listen to Beyonce too. Like, they get along. But then you have some Beehive people, and you have some Swifties, they don't get along at all. But then You have the people that are fans of both of them. They call themselves Beyonce stands. I like the name Beyonce because what's the point of arguing? What's the point of going back and forth? Both of them are bosses. Both of them are great. Why we have to keep going back and forth? That's just like with the Beehive and the Navy when it comes to Beyonce and Rihanna. Why we keep going back and forth? Both of them are bosses. Both of them are great. Why do we keep going back and forth? Why do Beehive keep going back and forth with the delusional navies? The ones who are very delusional. But then you have some people in the Navy that aren't delusional. They accept that Beyonce and Rihanna are both bosses. They're both great. They listen to the music. They don't engage in stand wars. At this point, Twitter has become stand wars because everybody's getting into it. Everybody, Beehive, Swifters are getting into it with the Beehive because they can't keep their mouth shut. Navy are getting into it with the Beehive. The Barbs are getting into it with the Barders. Bars are getting into it with I will say Beehive. Some Beehive, some bars in Beehive, they aren't cool. Do you have what's the other one? Some Swifties getting into it with Arianators. And basically all the stands are getting into it with everybody. Swifties and Beehive, they keep going back and forth. At the end of the day, it's nothing that can't be resolved. Because if Beyonce and Taylor Swift happen to, okay, let's just say, okay, Beyonce releases Act 3, which will probably be in 2026. Because we know she's going to give a year span. Act 2 is already out. So more likely next year, she probably might tour for Act 2. So then she's going to give Act 3 in 2026. And then after Act 3, tour again. Then she releases everything, all movies, all the movies for all the tours, Renaissance, Cowboy Carter, and Act 3. Then she releases all the visuals for every album and then the live album. Now, after that, let's just say Beyonce and Taylor Swift make a whole album together. Or better yet, they do like 3 or 4 songs together. That right, that's gonna break the internet because you have 2 of the biggest living artists now and they are collaborating. But like I just had a thought though. Because I already know it's gonna be an argument between the Swifties and the Beehive. No matter what Beyonce and Taylor do, they could be set up here. Beyonce could sit to have Taylor stay with her while her house getting remodeled or something. There's gonna be an argument somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, somebody's gonna start an argument within the Swifties or within the Beehive, and there you go. If Beyonce and Taylor make let's say an EP, which is like 4, 5, 8 songs, I think. I don't know. Let's just say they make an EP together. And Taylor leads 4 songs featuring Beyonce. And then Beyonce leads the other 4 songs featuring Taylor. They're gonna make sure those Swifties are gonna sit up here like with no Taylor sound better than Beyonce. Beyonce was a little flat. Beyonce was just a little flat. She was a little sharp. But then you're gonna have the Beehive where Beyonce was this, Beyonce was that. Taylor, she just fell short as usual. She's mediocre. It's gonna be an argument on both sides. But then you're gonna have other people, the ones that aren't combative in the Beehive, that enjoy the music and not engage in stand wars. We're gonna be like, they both sounded great. So what's the issue? But my thing is, if that happens, which I would like to see that happen, though, at least give me one song with Beyonce and Taylor. Or better yet, do an EP like I said. And just say, it's a dance song, Taylor. I'm gonna need you to get in that the studio. with the choreography, because B finna have you working. Okay. Wear light clothing and have you, let's say, 4 jugs of water, because B gonna have you working. B and her choreographer, they gonna have you working, sweetie. You could be like, I didn't know it was like this. They finna have you working. Anyway, but I don't know. They may wait a while for that. I always said I want to be to do like a unreleased album or something, or unreleased project. I know she just got off a project. I just came up with this idea, like, so after she gives Act 3 and everything, blah 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 blah, she did like a, let's see, 3 4 year. Her main thing base is like a 3 year, to be honest. 3 4 year, either way. She take a break. Where she starts off on another project, but this time it's like unreleased. All the unreleased songs that she re-recorded, starting back from her Dangerously in Love days to Act 3 days. So basically, it's gonna be unreleased songs from Dangerously in Love, B Day, 4, I Am Sasha Fierce, Beyond self-titled, Lemonade, Renaissance, Cowboy Carter, and Act 3. Yep. Dance Love, B Day. B Day, Dance Love. Either way, I think B Day came. Yeah, B Day came before. Came before. At this, cause see, I'm getting stuff wrong. I'm getting stuff wrong, like for real. When when it comes to the albums, oh, I was right. Ooh, child, I was. Yeah, starting from Dangerously in Love, B Day, I Am Sasha Fierce, 4, Lemonade, Renaissance, Cowboy Carter, and Act 3. And if she want to throw the gift in there, I don't mind. But see, this is why we don't get the visuals from Beyonce, because y'all underappreciate those visuals that she gave us from for Black is King for the gift. And then now y'all begging that she release the Renaissance visuals and Cowboy Carter visuals. Y'all begging that she release those visuals. Why? Why should she give y'all perfection when y'all diminish the perfection that she gave you with the gift, with Black is King? Why should she do that? Like, that's just like another project idea I had, but then she could like combine it. She don't need to do a whole all albums together. Well, I don't know at this point what she could do. Her mind is not like my mind. I'd be sitting up thinking she could do a whole unreleased project. She probably got that in the woodwork. She probably already done did it. But Beyonce and Taylor Swift, they are peers, and it should not be all combative with Beehive and Swifties. It should not. It just shouldn't. Like, what's the point? What's the point of even arguing when both of them are very good friends? And then, mind you, now they could probably be on the phone cackling at night, or they could be sitting there on the phone, probably like, "Girl, did you see what your fans posted?" And Taylor be like, yeah, child, I see how your fans ate them up." And they could be sitting on the phone laughing, and y'all sit there arguing somebody down over Taylor Swift, and y'all arguing somebody down over Beyonce. Like, y'all arguing with each other. When when actuality, you arguing, Beyonce and Taylor, they having fun, they laughing and talking. Because just say a photo comes out, they in Los Angeles shopping. They done got lunch, they shopping, getting their nails done, and everything, having a girls' day. What y'all gonna do? It's gonna break the internet anyway. What y'all gonna do is start speculating that, oh, Beyonce just dragged her along, or Taylor just dragged her along. It's, everything's gonna be happening. Somebody's gonna say something that's gonna set somebody off. They boom bam, there we go. a whole nother argument. There should not be any fighting. I'm telling y'all, stop fighting with each other. They're both bosses. They're both great. They both make good music. Well, Taylor, honey, honestly, and I'm being so serious right now. As somebody who listens to you, I mean, I don't listen to you all the time, all the time. I don't consider myself to be a Swiftie, but Taylor, she has some bops. I have her in my playlist. Not that much. I don't have all that much now, but she got a couple songs in there. The rest is Beyonce, and the rest is everybody else. But anyway, she you could have kept the torture portals department. I'm sorry. I mean, you could have kept that, or you could have just waited till next year to release it. Or better yet, keep it. Because the only song I can actually say I kind of know from the Tortured Poets Department is Fortnite. Fortnite. It's a night. That's the only song I could probably think about. And I think there's another one in there that says, "Who's afraid of little old me?" Now they paired that with what song that was? Don't like your hips, that was mine. Oh, look what you made me do. Ooh, child. It took me a long time just to figure out the song they paired it with. Yeah, you could have kept that. Because what I'm waiting on is Reputation, Taylor's version. That's what I'm waiting on. Like, what's taking so long? Like, what's taking so long, Miss Swift? Taylor Swift. What is taking so long with Reputation, Taylor's version? Like, I literally thought you was finna announce that at the Grammys. When you said, "Oh yeah, I have a new album coming out," I was like, "Oh, here it goes. Here's the moment." You can talk about the Tortured Poets. Girl, I cut that TV off as soon as you said that. I have a new album coming out. I'm literally sitting at the TV like, "Oh, she about to announce Reputation. She's about to announce Reputation, Taylor's version." Then she go about the Tortured. Right then there, she said the Tortured. I said no, no. You said that made me mad already. Because why haven't I received Reputation, Taylor's version? And what you trying to do? Wait till the Eras tour is done? When this tour is done, honey, take you a good 3-year break. Please, give your voice a rest. That's what I'm saying. Give your voice a rest. Please. We don't need you putting the album after album after album. Sit down. That's your problem. That's your problem. We're sitting there trying to release album after album after album. Girl, halt. Stop it. We don't need you to be releasing year after year after year. Take you a break. Especially after this Eras tour is done. Girl, I thought you was done. I didn't know it was still going on. After this tour is done, take you a break. When you had that final show, you say, "I see y'all in 3 years." Cause you tired, we tired. Switch this date. They ain't tired. But come on now. Take you a break. That's what I would do. You've been singing ever since, was it 22? Or 23? One of them you've been singing for a while. I think it was 23. Because all I know is your Beyonce's Renaissance tour and your Eras tour. They just covered my For You page. They did in 23. So take you a break. Give your voice a rest. We don't need you to put out another album after you're done with this Eras tour. We want you to take a break. Take a page out of Beyonce's book. Take you a break. That's just take a page out of her book. I feel like every artist and every upcoming artist need to take a page out of Beyonce's book, because Miss Girl don't care about the charts no more. She don't care about charts no more. She don't care about all that other stuff anymore. But she's putting out art. Whether you are receptive to that art, whether you sit up here and understand that art, she's putting out art. She's putting out masterpieces. And a lot of y'all were like, oh, I don't understand Cowboy Carter. Well, if you don't understand it, you just don't understand art. And when she says nobody's putting out albums anymore, she means it. Nobody's putting out albums anymore. They ain't even put out bodies of work. They're just putting out a whole little quick 10-track album or 11-track album or 8-track album or 9-track album, and just trying to go viral on TikTok, because they gonna have that one song that, oh yeah, it's gonna hit on TikTok so good. That's gonna be the whole song. They're just gonna try to make another song just like that after they get done. In actuality, it's not gonna work like that. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not gonna work like that, because a lot of people are gonna be. If you haven't made 4 songs just like that one song that went viral on TikTok, a lot of people will be like, okay, really? Can you change it up? I mean, seriously, can you change it up? A lot of people need to take a page out of Beyonce's book. Like, seriously. She should be the blueprint for all these up and coming artists now. She took a page out of Michael's book, and she took a page out of Whitney's book, and Prince's book. Those 3 right there, and Tina Turner's book. Those 4 right there, they rarely said something. They rarely clap back at the haters, to be honest. They rarely clap back. Tina Turner didn't clap back at y'all haters, because a lot of y'all was like, oh, she's anti-black because she married a white man. And so what? Half of y'all downplayed her domestic violence. She was being abused. Yeah. Half you black people stopped there and did that, laughed at it. So now when she want to marry somebody else, oh, that's our problem. But anyway, this is not what I'm going to talk about. But seriously though, Taylor, take a page out of Beyonce's book and take you a break, because you need it. We need it. Everybody needs it. The whole world needs it. Take a break. Beehive and Swifties, shut up. Get along. What's the point of arguing with each other? But now, you Swifties, I'm gonna need y'all to start calling y'all little comrades out, especially when they sit up here and be disrespectful and racist to Beyonce and Blue Ivy. I need y'all to go ahead and call them out. I don't care if they're part of Swifties. I don't care if they are a Swiftie. I don't care. This is high time. This needs to stop. You have the racist Swifties. Then you have Swifties going back and forth with the Beehive. Beehive going back and forth with the Swifties. For what? It needs to end. Okay? End it today. I'm so serious. End it today. All right? All right. But that's all the time I have for you today. So tune in next week for an emotional episode of Christian's Corner.